A series of experiments at the University of Edinburgh in the 1970s and the 1980s used random number generators to explore mind-matter interactions. What they found was really astounding. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leora Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. Today I want to give you guys my top 3 manifestation techniques that are actually backed by science. Now I'll talk a little bit about these experiments that were conducted in the 70s and the 80s, but what you have to understand about the actual experiment is what they were actually exploring and researching is how mind affects matter. This is quantum physics and classic law of attraction. Our mind creates our world, our experience on the outside, the physical experience. Everything begins on an energetic level and then comes out into physicality. According to these experiments, there were favorable outcomes when these specific techniques were used. Now, there were many others. I'll make more videos about those in the future, but these are the top 3. The key to all these is to have a very clear intention. I do recommend at this point in your journey, if you're trying out these new techniques, to focus on one thing at a time. Manifest one thing and then build up your belief system. See, wow, I can do this. I really can do this, and then keep going. In the beginning of my journey, I actually manifested a bunch of things at once, and it really built up my belief system so strongly because once you focus on different things, you take those things that you want to manifest and take them off a pedestal. So energetically, you detach from them and you're able to get them a lot faster. However, I've been seeing a lot of comments lately, people asking if I think that you should start one at a time or a bunch of different desires. I think that is a very personal decision and you should do whatever feels right to you. But while working on this list, I believe that one at a time, focus on something you really, really want, or maybe even, it might sound counterintuitive, but focus on the thing you want least and build your way up to that big thing that you really want. So what you need to do is choose something and then set the intention as if it's already happened. For example, I have completely healed my body and I feel amazing. Or I am in a relationship with the love of my life. I recommend to use words that excite you and raise your vibration so that every time you think this statement, this intention, your energy raises and you align with the frequency of already having it. Once you have your intention set, any of the following list will be super effective in manifesting your desires. And just so you know, the list ranges from most effective based on the studies done at this university to least effective. But these are the top 3 out of about 5 or 6. So they're all super powerful. Let's start with number 1, which is resonance, or feeling at one with the object. This is a little bit esoteric. Actually, most of this list is pretty out there, but it really works. And I'm going to give you a silly example, but something that was important to me, no matter how silly it was for anybody else, and using resonance really worked. So feeling at one with the object would mean that you transcend the illusion that there is any distinction between you and the object of your desire. We are all one. We all exist. Even material objects are made of the same things that we are. It's all the same energy and matter and particles. We're all one. This technique is made even more powerful when you really let yourself go into it and kind of enter a flow state where everything, time and space slips away and you just feel truly at one with this thing that you desire. Now let's get into how to actually do it. For a moment, think deeply about your desire, maybe write it down. That'll make it even more powerful to write it down. Sit with your eyes closed and think about it. And then start seeing yourself as this desire. Now this can range from pretty standard visualization, which would be maybe you want a car, so you visualize yourself getting into this car, driving the car. Or it can get a lot more out there. Visualize yourself as the car. Literally be the car and invoke this desire to be owned by you. So it's like the car wants to be owned by you just as much as you want to be owned by the car. This gets tricky when you want to manifest love in a relationship. So what I do recommend is just letting, if you are trying to manifest a relationship, let those boundaries, those distinctions and limitations slip away when you close your eyes and think about your person. Realize that you are all the same, you are all one, and see yourself as this person. And this person is now thinking about you. And how do they feel when they think about you? And what you want to do is feel emotions of love, gratitude, respect, appreciation. This is resonance. You can do this with anything, with a career, with money, with whatever it is that you want, with how to feel. You want to feel happy, be happiness. The other day, before I get into my little weird example, the other day I wanted to feel abundant. You know, I have all these different things I do to enter the abundance frequency in the mind state, but what was really powerful for me is to start believing and closing my eyes and doing this resonance exercise with abundance. And I came to this place where I realized I am abundance. I am abundance personified. And when I entered that frequency, I just felt so good, and I felt that the boundaries slipping away from thought form and physicality. I am abundance. And that rest of the week was one of the best weeks I've had in the past 6 months. Finance-wise, I was truly so abundant. Now, to explain resonance in another material object, there is this package that I really wanted to receive here in Tulum. And I was not receiving any of my packages, but this was the most important one to me. And I kind of let go of the fact that I wasn't going to receive anything else I had ordered, but I really wanted this package. And I was like, okay, well, I need to manifest it getting here. I literally imagined myself as the package and imagined myself being lifted and being dropped off where I would get it. I imagined it getting safely to me. And sure enough, it did come to me. And it was the only package that has arrived thus far, and I've ordered like 3 or 4 things. So resonance is really powerful. The second science-backed method of manifestation, of changing your matter with your mind, is evoking and asking for help from spirits and angels. Now, I know that this is very out there and that some people might not feel comfortable with it, but I would like to draw your attention to the fact that you ask, if you sit with God, if you observe any religion, if you talk to God, you are praying, and in that essence, you are asking for things. So when you sit in prayer, or when you sit in meditation and ask for things, you are, really tapping into this method. If it doesn't make you feel comfortable, talking to non-physical entities, non-physical beings, makes sense, maybe skip this one. Asking for assistance from angels or spirit guides, spirit animals, whatever it is, your higher self, to me seems to be the most powerful when done in a ceremonial or ritualistic way. What I do is I sit on my floor to meditate. I light some candles, some incense to honor God, to honor my spirit guides, my angels, my higher self, and myself, of course. And then I say something like, I call on the highest, compassionate, highest vibrational, most unconditionally loving beings to assist me. I often will talk to my ancestors and ask for help, and I'll set an intention. I will literally ask for help from them. And I find that it's always honored. Sometimes I'll ask for protection. Sometimes I'll ask for a little help in my confidence when I'm about to do something that scares me. It's always honored. And whether that is a placebo effect, whether that is my, just some self-talk that works for me. For me, my belief is that these non-physical entities and beings are all around us. They love us. They want to help us. They are an extension of God just like we are. And life is easier working with non-physical energy than disregarding it. If you're interested in this, I really recommend the book, The Seat of the Soul, I believe it's called, by Gary Zukav. He talks more about this, and I'll link it down below. It's a phenomenal book, and it really explains the benefit of tapping into this non-physical entities and non-physical beings. And Maya Angelou and Oprah were huge fans of this book. So it's pretty esoteric, pretty out there, but it's real and it works. After asking for something from my guides or from my spirits, I always end by saying thank you, giving gratitude, and saying what I am thankful for in the present tense. So thank you for guiding me today. Thank you for giving me the confidence to tackle this task. Thank you for keeping me safe while I do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude. I'll then end with a little meditation, just close my eyes, focus on my breath, clear my mind, and get ready for the day. And I honestly, whenever I set my intention with my guides and my angels, it's honored. It's absolutely magical, but it's actually not, because according to these studies, this works for everybody. Number 3 is powering the intention with emotion. This we have talked about a lot in the channel. Admittedly, I used to talk about it a lot more back when I first started making law of attraction videos, but it is just as important as it was back then now. The way that we do this is we consider, how will I feel when my intention manifests? What is it that you want to change about your physical reality? How do you want your mind to affect matter? Think about what it is that you want, your intention, what you want to manifest, your desire that you set earlier in this video, and then think to yourself, how will I feel when this comes into fruition? If it was real right now, how would I feel? And you power your intention with that emotion. I think that this one is really fun to do, because all you have to do is decide what you want and then look in your life for other ways that you can feel that way. So if you want to be in a relationship, you might feel, loved, appreciated, excited, relieved, stable, secure, whatever emotions you would feel from having that relationship, or from having that career, or from having that new home, or from whatever it is that it may be. How would you feel? And then go and look in your life for other things that make you feel that way already. So maybe your dog makes you feel loved. Maybe your family makes you feel loved. Immerse yourself in those emotions. Call on those emotions. I often will sit with my intention, think about something that makes me feel elated. It could be something as silly as you felt really good riding your bike or doing yoga this morning. So call on that energy, call on that emotion, and feel it while simultaneously thinking about your intention. And do not allow negative thoughts to cloud that euphoric feeling. If a negative thought comes, acknowledge it and send it away like a cloud, just like blow it away. The way that I do this in my everyday life is I focus and give gratitude for the way that I already feel those things in my life. So if I wanted to feel abundant, like earlier, for example, I think about how I feel abundant in happiness and health and opportunities and this and that. Focus on areas in your life where you already have what it is that you want, just in a slightly different way, and give those areas more attention. These 3 ways are so powerful. They're all really fun to do. I really recommend trying them out, whatever feels comfortable with you. If it was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up so that it could help somebody else potentially. If you plan on using any of these techniques, let me know which one in the comments below, what really resonated with you. Was it resonance? Was it angels and spirit guides? Or was it backing the intention with the emotion? If you have another favorite manifesting technique, please comment it down below. We haven't talked about manifesting in kind of a little bit, so I'd like to know what you're up to, what you're manifesting, and I'll make a lot more videos about it, because manifesting queen forever and always. I'm also going to put some resources in the description that talk where I got this information from, the Gary Zukov book, all that good stuff, so check that out below. Lastly, before I say goodbye, I want to remind you, if you want my free signature heart chakra opening meditation in your inbox, all you have to do is sign up for my email list, and then you get daily emails from me where I talk about spirituality, where I talk about things that I'm doing in my everyday life, how I apply the things that I talk about on this channel in my practical everyday life. I always talk about different lessons that I'm learning. There's a lot of value in the email list. A lot of people really like it. So if you want to sign up for that and get my heart chakra meditation for free, you'll get it upon putting your email and name, and that's in the link below too. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. I love you, and as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up.